Hey everyone, welcome back. You ready for another deep dive?
Always.
Awesome. So today we're going to be looking at Skrillex.
Ooh, a good one.
Yeah, I uh, I mean the guy's everywhere, right? But I feel like there's a lot more to him than meets the eye, right?
Oh,
So
absolutely.
we've got a bunch of articles and interviews here. I think we've got like Rolling Stone, Billboard, even like some more underground music publications.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see those different perspectives.
Exactly. So yeah, today's mission is to kind of like trace Skrillex journey, figure out what makes his music tick, you know? Like how did this dude go from screaming into a microphone to like, you know, dropping these insane beats that just like melt your face off?
Yeah, that's the big question is.
Right. So, let's start at the beginning. Skrillex, right? Not his real name. It's Sonny Moore.
Yeah, Sonny John Moore.
Sonny John Moore. And like, he starts out as the front man for this post-hardcore band from first to last,
Mm.
right? Like full-on screaming, intense music. And then, boom, he's like this electronic music wizard.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty wild transition when you think about it.
Yeah, it's like, what do you think is the most interesting thing about that shift?
You know what? It might seem like a really sharp turn, but I think there are these threads that connect the two. Both post-hardcore and Skrillex's style of electronic music have this raw energy. Like they're both aggressive and intense just in different ways, you
Yeah.
know?
That's interesting. I never really thought about it like that. It's like the mosh pit energy, but like translated into like a rave.
Exactly.
So, okay, but there's got to be a turning point, right? Like,
Yeah.
when did Sonny Moore become Skrillex the EDM god?
I mean, for me, it's Scary Monsters and Nice Sprites, hands down. That was
Yeah.
2010.
Oh, man.
That track, it just
It
exploded.
blew everything up.
It brought dubstep to America in a huge G way.
Yeah, I was going to say, it felt like overnight, everyone was like, dubstep, whoop, 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 whoop.
It was a phenomenon. It wasn't just the song itself, though. He was like pioneering these production techniques, layering all these sounds, you know? That signature wobble bass.
Oh, yeah, the wobble bass. You feel that in your chest.
Exactly. He created the sonic landscape that people had never heard before.
And then, like, a million other artists popped up doing the same thing.
Right, and subgenres started branching out, like metal step, you know?
Yeah.
Combining the heaviness of metal with those dubstep rhythms.
Wow, so Skrillex is like the root of this whole tree, branching out in all these crazy directions.
Absolutely.
Okay, but then he does this other crazy thing. He starts collaborating with, like, everyone. I mean, Justin Bieber? What was going on there?
Well, Skrillex has never been one to stay in a box. He's always pushing boundaries.
Yeah.
Those collaborations, they're like him taking pop music and putting it through his own filter. He's like, how can I make this sound Skrillexy?
Right, and it totally worked.
Yeah.
I mean, you hear those songs and you know it's him, but it's also something totally new.
Exactly. It's like the perfect example of how genres are becoming less and less rigid.
It's all blurring together now.
It's exciting.
But I bet some people weren't too happy about it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You know, the dubstep purists,
Oh, they must have been freaking out.
they accused him of selling out, of watering down the genre for mainstream appeal.
That's the constant struggle, though, right?
It's a timeless debate, artistic integrity versus commercial success. It's hard to find that sweet spot sometimes.
Yeah, it's a tricky balance. Do you think he struck that balance?
I think so. I mean, look at his impact. He brought this underground sound to the masses, but he did it on his own terms.
Yeah, he didn't compromise his sound. He just, like, amplified it.
Exactly.
And then there's OWSLA, his record label, right?
Oh, yeah, more than just a label. It's like an incubator for new talent.
Yeah, it's like he's paying it forward.
Exactly. He's giving a platform to these up-and-coming artists who are also pushing the envelope.
And a lot of them have blown up, too.
Like Porter Robinson, who blends electronic music with Japanese pop culture.
It's crazy how it all comes back to Skrillex.
He's a real innovator.
So we've got Sonny Moore screaming his heart out from first to last. Then we've got Skrillex exploding onto the scene with Scary Monsters, changing the face of electronic music. Then he's collaborating with pop stars, breaking down genre barriers, and launching the careers of other groundbreaking artists. And he's probably like not even 40 yet.
He's like 35, yeah.
35. So what does all this tell us about like the future of music? I mean, if one artist can go on this crazy journey, breaking all the rules, where does that leave everyone else?
I think it's inspiring. It shows you that anything is possible, you know?
It's like the limits are limitless.
Exactly.
It's pretty amazing. All right, well, that was a wild ride. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into the world of Skrillex.
See you next time.
See ya.